Hello, everyone. I hope that you had a wonderful Easter vacation, a nice week off. I know you didn't get to go anywhere or do anything outside of the home, but at least it gave you a break from the routine and from schoolwork and everything like that. We're going to be continuing on with our historical fiction over the next few weeks. Now, I know you wrote a paper for me prior to the break, and they were great, but we're going to choose a new topic and we're going to be doing some things specifically. The project will be due on May 8th, so it gives you several weeks to work through this. However, along the way, I'm going to have several checkpoints, things I'm going to be looking for. I will also type this up on GradeLink, and also in the description of this video, it will be in there as well. But you're going to choose from one of the following topics. You're going to be able to, 1, making of the first bicycle. Secondly, the first airplane flight. Third, the making of the first light bulb. Fourth, the first sewing machine. And fifth, the first television. And all I want are facts. I do not want your opinion. I do not want any fiction added to that. I just want facts. Bullet point them. They don't even have to be in sentences. Bullet point them, skip a line. However, that does not have to be typed. It could be handwritten. Take a picture, send it to me. The final draft, the polished draft, will be typed. You'll have 1-inch margins all the way around, double spaced, 12-point font. Each paragraph will be indented. And at the end of the paragraph, you'll double space like you do between each line. You don't have to double space. I don't want big spaces there. I just want indentation, the paragraph indented, and then everything double spaced from there on to the end. Okay. Now, what we're going to talk about for the next couple minutes is actually what historical fiction is. I know I've reviewed some of this stuff, but we're going to get into it in a lot more detail now. And we're also going to keep reading The Sign of the Beaver, because The Sign of the Beaver is historical fiction. Now, historical fiction is a story about a time and place from the past. The plot are events that happen to make up a story. The setting is a time and place in which the story happens. These are some terms you need to be familiar with. The conflict is a problem that the characters deal with in the story. The climax is the highest point in the story's plot. The resolution is the way that the story's problem is resolved. The plot of a work of historical fiction must be something that would realistically happen in the historical setting. So if you're going to be writing about the light bulb, the beginning of the light bulb, we're not going to mention fluorescent light bulbs or all these new, I think it's like LED or whatever they are, light bulbs. We're not going to talk about those things. You're only going to be talking about the struggle and the making of that first light bulb. And when you put your fiction to it, it'll take place during that time period as well. Details about the characters and the settings are revealed through dialogue in each action. A helpful thing to do during the planning stage of historical fiction is to do the research about daily life and customs in the area that you're writing about. So if you choose to write about the bicycle, you're going to choose some of the things that would take place during that time period. What would 6th graders do? Did they do before the bicycle? What happened when that bicycle came out? Those kind of things. Also, something that helps you is what we call a plot diagram. Can help you map the events in which each part of the story, which we're going to discuss in a little bit, how it all works together. You can do that for characters as well, but the plot diagram is something we're going to work on. The climax of the story usually comes just before the resolution. We'll discuss the 5 conflicts. For this time, you will only be responsible for knowing 3, which are the conflict between 2 characters, the conflict between the character and a difficult situation, and third, the conflict within a character himself. And I said, like I said earlier, later on, I will discuss the 5 other conflicts, but you only need to be responsible for these 3 at this point in your schooling, okay? But it won't hurt to know what the other ones are. If I give you an example, Phil's brother Paul has ruined Phil's new bicycle in an accident, and Phil feels that he cannot forgive Paul. That is a conflict between two characters. And we're going to stop there right now and continue on in the next video. Have a great night. Bye-bye.